Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Thank you, everybody. Right before the show starts, Erin's over here, so Jeff and the whole team prepping this great audience, and they're telling the audience, okay, you know, here's when you clap, here's when clap here, and there's one woman in the audience that literally said, she goes, well, if I clap, do I get a free shirt or something? Yeah.
Do we have that?
Black coat? I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. I'll give you one. Yeah. Jeff and I are both wearing Jason Show crap today. I'll give you one. Yeah, I'll give you it off my bag. First up today, it sounds like it sounds like an April Fool's Day joke, but it's not. We've been giggling about this and singing this all day. No joke, audience. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton now has her own line of jeans. And you have to hear what she's calling them.
Jolene, 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 Joleans. I'm a funny rascal, ain't I? And I got good jeans, too.
That's right, you do. That's right. Dolly's jeans are called Jolene jeans. That's right. I love this. They go on sale today, and it's a collab with Khloe Kardashian's label Good American. That's right. That's right. And we're also that woman that asked for a shirt. We're going to give her a pair too. That's right. Yeah.
It's a guy.
It's a guy. Oh, he can wear them too. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, it's a guy. I'm sorry. That's why he's looking like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. He's like, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, she's not wearing jeans. She's wearing a duster. Give it up for Erin Schwab, everybody, filling in for Fallon. Oh.
It takes two to make it outside.
Howdy.
I'm going to rock right now. I'm Rob Bass, and I came to get down. I love that song.
You're doing really well.
I'm not into
Can I give you a compliment?
Yeah, you can.
You look,
always, please.
You look beautiful today.
Hey, thank you.
You look really pretty. You look great. I like that outfit.
Duster?
I like that outfit. Jeff said I learned. What the hell are you? What are you, Count Chocula? What are you doing?
Like a cartoon villain.
Yeah. I learned, I didn't know that our friend executive producer Jeff said you are wearing what you call a duster. I have never heard that term in my life.
That should also let you know that Jeff is Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff is Jeff. Yeah. He knows clothing. But you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel it in my.
You should feel it. You should feel it.
I'm wearing my favorite new scarf.
Is that a new scarf?
It's my favorite new scarf.
Tell everyone why you wear a scarf every day.
I lost my microphone.
Is it down your boob? It's not. Oh, okay. No, it's right.
It's right here.
That's right. Yeah. I thought it was down the cleavage valley. Yeah. No.
I mean, we'd never get it back then, but.
Yeah. Have to send Dora down there to. Yeah. Is there anybody alive down there? Yeah.
She said, just keep swimming, 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 just keep swimming.
Tell everyone why you wear a scarf every day.
Because, first of all, I find it comforting, but also it elongates me so I look taller and more glorious.
That's right. It's a good
See, look, regular old Erin. Okay? Oh.
Look how tall you are. Look how you are 6 inches taller.
Thank you very much.
That's right. Can I tell you, a little bit later in the show, I'm going to tell you we're moved in. we haven't unboxed everything, but we unpacked our kitchen last night with my mom. But we hit a snafu. And because the dogs came home for the first time last night, we hit a little hiccup in the giddy up. But I'm also, can I tell you what I've never experienced this before, and I'm going to have all of these, and all of you homeowners will relate, and you'll be nodding your head at the TV. I'm feeling the pressure. Because now I'm on TikTok and TikTok Shop, and I have all these people telling me all the things I need for my house. I have this woman, Mary, who I'm following. Hi, Mary. She's a seller on TikTok, and she's telling me that I need to illuminate my trees in my yard with solar lights. And I'm looking at these, and I'm like, now Mary's pressuring me. I can't escape her. Every time I get on TikTok, there's Mary trying to sell me solar tree lights. And so now I have a tree in my front yard. I pulled out of my garage today at 4 o'clock in the morning. I look at that damn tree and I go, Mary wants that illuminated. And so I'm feeling pressure that I didn't have to worry about living in a condo.
I'm so sorry.
Now I think I need sidewalk lights.
Yeah, I mean, you do need that. That's a safety situation.
And then like my development was built like in the 70s. So if you know what I mean, you know how in some of these subdivisions they have lamp poles at the end of every driveway for the whole neighborhood? I have one of these darn things.
Can you hang some flowers off of it?
No, but the light bulb's out. I don't know how to open the damn thing. I don't know. I gotta replace it. So
you gotta get your father-in-law over there.
Or somebody. My mom is handy. I should have had her schlep her out there last night. I don't know.
Just be careful if you order furniture off the TikTok Shop, because it will come and it will be this big. You're gonna be like, I love this sectional, and then we're gonna get it, and it's just gonna sit right here.
Like there, yeah.
It's just gonna be.
More about the house a little bit later, but right now let's get started. Time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Let's get started. Oh, there's my spoon, Aaron. I almost lost it. There's so much down here. I think Fallon's down here.
I was concerned you lost it in the move.
That's right. Sure. Yeah, no, there it is. First up, time for the dish, everybody. Say It Isn't So, one of the most popular shows on daytime TV, could soon be over. Here's the headline from page 6. Kelly Clarkson wants to quit the talk show and leave New York, but NBC is desperate to keep her happy. Okay, so let's dig it. Let's dig into this, friends. Reports are Kelly plans to leave her show when her contract ends at the end of next season. That would be 2026. The article says she wants to move back to the South. She doesn't like New York and spend time with her young children because NBC made her move the show there 2 seasons ago. This comes after Kelly, remember, missed the show for the last 2 weeks, last month for a, quote, personal matter. Kelly isn't saying anything. NBC isn't saying anything. Now, here's why NBC needs to say something. Kelly's show, and we watch the ratings here because we're in the same daytime pool, her show is consistently near the top of syndicated ratings. I think right now, like Live with Kelly Lee and Mark Lee is #1, and then Kelly is usually #2. But so NBC wants to back the truck up. I'm just saying, I think, Bethany Frankel talked about this. She had no matter what you think of her, she did a TikTok talking about, she had a show for 2 years. And she hated it. And let's be honest, it got canceled. It did great in the ratings. She said it's a grind. Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie left after 6 or 7 years. Her reason, many reasons, but it's a grind. Kelly wants to spend more time with her family. Nowadays, people used to stay at these types of jobs for, decades. Look at Carson. Look at Letterman. Look at Oprah. People don't do that. Trevor Noah left The Daily Show after 6 years. People don't stay at these jobs anymore. Hell, I'm here too long. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Can I say, I wonder what would happen if they said, how about if we move the show to where you live? So that you can raise your family where you want to raise your family. I think it would be really hard. I personally think it would be really challenging for me to raise my family in New York City. It would be really hard because of how I grew up, because of where I live, because of that environment. It would be really challenging for me, and I think that adds to stress levels that are already there when you have a talk show. So I would be fascinated if they want to keep her to say, great, let's build a studio where you are and let's make that happen.
The only problem, and we'll move on, I don't want to get too inside the weeds. That's a great point. The problem is, unless it's Chicago and like the Oprah Winfrey Show, and Oprah has the money, there is no company. It's very hard to do a show like Kelly's that's celebrity focused. Not on the coast, because the budget flying those people, that's why we are a show based in Minneapolis. We will always be a show based in Minneapolis because we don't give a rat's rear about celebrities. So you know what I mean? That's not our show. I like when they come. I love celebrities. I like when the occasional one shows up, but I can't call Matthew McConaughey and say, hey, come on the show. He'll be like, who the hell are you? You know what I mean?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Next, a final farewell. We're learning more about the next movie, in the final movie in the Downton Abbey franchise, or as my family calls it, Downtown Abbey. The movie is going to be called Downton Abbey, the grand finale. Look at this poster.
Oh.
I don't even care if you don't watch the show. That's a beautiful poster. Look at Lady Mary. It's called the grand finale, and after releasing this poster, people at CinemaCon, which is going on right now, got to see the first trailer. Yesterday. This is the old trailer. Universal hasn't released it yet. Come on, Universal. Anyway, the new movie is set. Here's what we know. In 1930, the family is dealing with the loss of the Dowager Countess, played by the late, great Maggie Smith. And in the trailer, people described it as, well, basically, they show the family leaving the estate and preparing for new owners. The movie hits theaters in September. Well, it fits. In the 30s, if you follow history, and the show does, these families in the UK, in Britain, they lost these estates. There was a transformation of the economy, and these families lost these types of things, so it fits.
Yeah, I love Downton Abbey.
I know, I do too.
On the first season finale, we decided to make, what is it called when you have the meat and it's wrapped in the bread and it's a whole thing? It was like a big British...
Oh, the sausage rolls.
Wellington.
Well,
We
beef
made a
Wellington,
beef
yeah.
Wellington, but we didn't understand it takes 9 hours to make a beef Wellington, and so we didn't eat it until 11 o'clock that night.
That's one hell of a Downton Abbey party.
I know.
Yeah.
We're like, oh.
I love it so much. It comes out later this year. More Dish when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Beef Wellington takes a long time. Yeah.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Welcome back. Look, there's no denying it. One of the most iconic TV songs in history. The theme from Friends is heard every day around the world in countless reruns, but not everyone always enjoys hearing that song. In a new interview for the Making a Scene podcast, Friends star David Schwimmer admitted to trying to avoid the song for years and years and years until something special happened. Listen to this.
There was a time for quite a while that just hearing the theme song would really, you know what I mean? I just have that reaction. I mean, I just had heard it so many times, and
well, no one told you life was going to be that way.
Correct, thank you. And anytime you'd go on a show or a talk show or an interview, that would be your intro song. So, you know, I just didn't have the greatest response to it for a period of time. And then at about, as I say, age 9, my kid discovered it and started watching it, and I'd be making breakfast or whatever, and I'd hear my kids' laughter. My whole relationship to that song and to the show changed again.
That's sweet. Schwimmer says he actually now likes watching the show with his daughter. You're so close to the sun. You're so close to it, it kind of burns you. And though it was a great experience for them, it's work. You know what I mean? We are just consuming that show. They come at the show from a completely different point of view that you have to respect.
Yeah.
But I like that he's come all the way around with it now.
You have to have one of the songs that they play, Let's Hear It for the Boy, or the theme song to this show. If you were to hear it out of context somewhere else, would you not immediately feel like you have to be somewhere?
Yes.
The song Conga still makes me feel like that. I did a show for 4 years, and if the song Conga plays, I feel like I have to start a conga line.
We'll keep that in the back of our minds.
Thank you.
Up next, ending her run, Deborah Norville is saying goodbye to TV. The host of Inside Edition announced Wednesday that she's leaving the show at the end of the current season, which I believe for them wraps up in May. Norville has hosted, listen to this audience, Norville has hosted the syndicated news show for 30 years, making her the longest-serving female anchor on television. Deborah says she was offered a deal to stay, but decided to try some new things. It was time to do it. If you don't remember, the minute the story came out, Jeff and I were like, ooh, this is a great in for her, because the beginning of Deborah Norville's national exposure wasn't great. Deborah replaced Jane Pauley, the incredibly popular Jane Pauley on the Today Show back in 1989. That was a move that was controversial. Deborah left the Today Show after the birth of her child, was replaced by my ex-wife, Katie Couric, and then went over to Inside Edition. I was a freshman in high school, and that was the biggest TV scandal of that year, because a lot of people unfairly perceived. Jane had been on the Today Show. Let me give you a quick, let old man Jason give you a little bit of a pop culture lesson there, youngins. Jane Pauley and Brian Gumbel ruled the Today Show, and Jane Pauley had been on the Today Show for the entire 80s and was incredibly popular. They call it the Q score. She was extremely popular, but Jane was older than Deborah. NBC thought it was smart to replace an older woman with a younger woman, and there was an incredible backlash. I wonder why, because the majority of the people watching the Today Show were Jane Pauley's age, you nitwits, and thought, you know, and didn't like Deborah, and Deborah got an unfair amount of the hate. Deborah just accepted a job. You know, she didn't do anything wrong, and yeah. So way to go, Deborah. Go out on your own terms.
Did she start hosting when she was 8? Because is that what she looks like right now?
That's what she looks like right now.
Holy crap!
Jeff, isn't that from that announcement, that video? Doesn't she look amazing?
She looks awesome.
Yeah.
She's great.
Oh God, that show is catnip for people. It's so dramatic.
What does the soundtrack sound like again?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
that's right.
They sting everything. It's like yeah.
On the end of it.
Bear attacks turtle. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Granny gets third leg. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. It's all of that. Yeah. Next up, next on the dish, you won't believe this story. Rumer Willis reveals what some would consider an unusual habit that she shares with her 2 sisters. Who am I to judge? I do it daily. But anyway, Rumer is the daughter, if you don't know, of Demi and Bruce, and Bruce Willis, and has 2 younger sisters. So she was on a podcast this week and talked about the fact that she still takes baths with her sisters.
What? I still sleep in bed with my mom.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And I think it's weird. We all still take baths together, my sisters and I. And that's just the kind of house that I grew up in.
Right.
People might think that that's crazy and weird, but I don't.
What I think is weird is the fact that the Fonz's daughter has a podcast, which proves everybody, including my friend in the 3rd row, has a podcast. Yeah. Anyway, that's not why you're here. So, by the way, let's go through Rumer's 36, and her sisters, who takes a rub-a-dub-dub bath with, are 33 and 31. She says bathing together is a way to, quote, self-soothe.
I am not super grossed out by this. I could talk about it more, but I think that, like, sisters have, I think depending on how you grew up and depending on how you grew up with your sisters and with your family, there is a relationship that you have with one another that is different than anything else, right? And it can be also really, really deep to your old girlfriends as well. That, like, it isn't something that is like, ooh, 2 ladies bathing together. It's just like 2 sisters, and they are probably not, like, you know.
I know.
I understand where it comes from, but I also think that there is something to a relationship that sisters have with each other that is different than what we know. That's all.
Absolutely.
How big is the tub?
Right, oh, that's a good question, Jeff. Jeff just wrote on the whiteboard, how big is that tub?
It's like a family bed. They have a family tub.
There is that, but also, I hear you. I don't have siblings. Yeah. I certainly don't have sisters. I'm not sisters. I just know for me, I would not, if I had an imaginary brother, let's just name him Wally. I would not want Wally at age 50 seeing my Ghiblies. I just, you know what I mean? That's just me. I mean, I'm just in bath water. I don't even like bathing to begin with. Gross. Anyway, But I do like baths sometimes because we felt this was a good time to tell you guys. We tell you everything. You know everything about us. Here at the Jason Show, we kind of...
self-soothe.
Yeah, we kind of agree a little bit with the sisters. So take a look at what we do twice weekly after the show. Here we go. Right there. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And, you know...
Bjorn is the best.
You know, audience, what's funny is we didn't have to Photoshop Bjorn's photo at all. That's just actually Bjorn.
Yep.
That's actually what Bjorn looks like in the tub.
Perfect.
I'm horrified in that picture.
I want you to please post that everywhere.
Everywhere,
I love it.
yeah.
That is self-soothing to me.
That'll
Just
get
to
us on
look
more
at it.
stations, let me tell you. Or lose some stations, yeah. Well, it's an exciting day here in the Twin Cities and for me in Minnesota, where we do the show from. Baseball, and if you watch me, yeah. I know it might shock some of you, but I really am a baseball fan, and I love our Twinnies. Baseball's back. The Twins are returning to Target Field for the home opener, and unfortunately, it doesn't really feel like spring outside, but my buddy Ahmed I'm sorry, I can't even do this. It's live from Target Field. How you doing, my friend? Ahmad.
I'm trying to stay warm right now, Jason. It does not feel like baseball weather like you just alluded to, but I'm on a warm bench right now, got some heat going, so it kind of feels good inside.
Oh, yeah. Ahmad, have you ever worn so many layers doing a sports shot?
No, and you know what? It's so funny. I've never worn gloves to go to an opening day baseball game. When I was getting ready, I threw on some leggings today, some thick socks, and then I brought some
Ahmad!
Like, this is crazy.
Ahmad, do you really have leggings on?
Yes, Jason, are you serious? I have to be out here until 4 o'clock. It's freezing.
And if you don't know, if you're watching from around the country, Ahmad is one of the best. He's been covering sports for years. All joking aside, though, I bet this is a very unique home opener, isn't it, weather-wise?
Yes, it is, and I'm from St. Louis. That's where I'm from, and I'm not typically used to 30-degree home openers where you may have a chance for some sleet or snow or freezing rain or things like that, but this is spring up north in Minnesota, so I'm just trying to embrace it right now.
Well, and I want to take advantage of the fact that you've been covering sports for a long time, and you've seen a lot of ballparks. I wanted to talk to you, and I wanted to celebrate the Twins, even though the show's around the country, because I always say, and I want to see if you agree, Target Field is one of the best ball fields in the country, don't you think?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few ball fields, and I think the accessibility and just the way you can get around here, I think it's magnificent, especially with the backdrop. Now, I am a little biased, Jason. I'm from St. Louis, and that's where the Twins opened up the season, so I do love Busch Stadium, but Target Field is up there with the best up there.
And I know the Twins have had a rough start, but we can remain optimistic, right? We can remain optimistic.
There's 162 games in the season. Anyone frustrated after 6 just doesn't love baseball. Enjoy, come out, grab a beer, grab a hot dog, and just let the process play itself out, because the AL Central is not that good, so they just have to play better than the worst team. You know?
Buddy, I really appreciate the layers. I appreciate you doing this for us. Thank you, buddy.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
He's the best. Ahmad's the best. Can I say about Ahmad, poor guy, he has the most unlucky desk position in our building. Yeah. It's right by our offices. Yeah, I feel bad, but I do. You'll learn if you're new to us, you're new to me. I don't like sports, but I do love our Twins. I'm a season ticket holder, and I'm really excited. I love Target Field so much.
I've never been to a Twins game. I've never been to a Vikings game either.
Where the hell? Can we?
Y'all, it is expensive. Why are you gonna boo me?
Jeff,
I've been to a bunch of Saints games. I've just never been to a Twins game.
I'll take you. Can we go? A little friend date?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take you. Well, I treat Target Field like a club.
Okay, but if they go into like 900 overtimes, can we leave or what? Those games.
Girl, I don't stay till the 9th inning.
Oh, okay, because it's like either an hour and a half or 4 days. Like I don't understand baseball. There's no stop.
Stick with me, boo boo.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. We don't stay until the ninth inning. Ever.
So the dish isn't done quite yet. When we come back, Dax Holt will join us live from Hollywood. Well, not really Hollywood, Anaheim, but same thing. With the latest news on Justin Bieber, why some around him are now really worried. And then, what my dogs have no intention of doing in the new house. And Erin and I are celebrating the ladies of the 80s. That and more when The Jason Show continues.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. The dish. The dish is overflowing today, so we're going to keep it going for a little while more. From worries about Justin Bieber to feeling starstruck by celebs, our next guest is covering it all in the latest episode of his hugely successful podcast, Hollywood Raw. Audience, give it up for Dax Holt.
Hello. Good morning, Jason.
Hi, buddy.
How are you?
I'm well. By the way, Dax is coming to you live from his 18th business. That is his trophy business. That's what you see. What's it called again, Dax?
Trophy Smack.
Trophy
Smack, yeah. This is my beautiful office, so you guys don't get to see because normally we're doing it so early I have to do it from my house.
I love it. I love it. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Biebs. People, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys talked about this on Hollywood Raw. People started, oh, there's rumors he's in trouble. We're not, but it's just rumors. But now people are actually thinking these rumors might be right. Am I framing that correct? Lee?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, listen, there's been so much speculation over Justin Bieber, his health, his mental health over the years. The latest one, though, a lot of people are worried about him and Haley and whether or not they're actually doing good or on the brink of a big split up. But here's the thing. I will say, I think when it comes down to him and Haley, because one of the big signs people are like, okay, they're not doing good is when she unfollowed him on Instagram. And of course, my God, if you unfollow someone on Instagram, it is the ending of a relationship in real life, let me tell you. But no, she said she chalked it all up to a glitch in the system. She said that when he deactivated his account a little while back, it automatically had her unfollow him. And so when he reactivated, she was no longer following him, which means, hey, everyone jumping on speculation. There's been a lot of photos, though, he's been posting with bongs and other things that have a lot of people concerned. I would say that stuff doesn't concern me as much as I was more worried about him a few years ago when I would see him out and about. And I remember him, a really famous moment where he was leaving like a therapist's office and he was just bawling. And I think that was the moment that I really started to be concerned about Justin Bieber. I think, though, the fact that he is seeing therapists, seeing people for his mental health and acknowledging he's had mental health struggles throughout the years, I think is the real important thing here. I would say none of us can ever imagine what it's like to grow up in the spotlight and under such a microscope like Justin
Scrutiny.
Bieber. We've seen it over and over again with these huge stars that grew up in front of us and how it has had such a toll on their life. Britney Spears. Yeah. I would say Amanda Bynes. We've seen Justin. I mean,
Miley Cyrus. I mean, she came out fine, but I mean, yeah.
Drew Barrymore, a lot of them get into drugs and alcohol abuse just because I think that they're trying to cope with this lifestyle of everything they do. People just rip them apart.
Let's move to Meghan Markle, Dax. On my radio show, we were following. We counted down to the launch of her of her website where she sells crap. It's called yeah. I think it's As Ever. I think it's called As Ever. People, no matter what she does, people just hate on her. Is she any?
Yep.
Is there anything? I know you guys talked about this on Hollywood Raw. Is there anything she can do to fix her image?
Well, she could hire us as a PR strategist. No, I'm just kidding. We started to think about, Adam and I started thinking about, like, what could she do at this point to actually rehab her image? I mean, she's tried. People just seem to keep hating on her no matter what she does. She's unrelatable. She's unlikable, blah, blah, blah. I think what she does is she turns it around and she starts going onto social media and pinning those really mean comments and reacting to them in a funny way. I think that that would actually make her likable, make people kind of feel bad for her because you see all the stuff people say about her online. Well, if she was to use that to her advantage and use it as content, I think that would make her a lot more likable.
I think it would diffuse it. I've always said, and Dax, you've been covering celebrity scandals for years. I am always fascinated by the celebrities that go on talk shows and just address their controversy in one night. Yeah, it sucks that one night, but you know what they do? What happens? The next day becomes a non-story, and the people don't fill the vacuum with crap that's not true. I think she should nip it in the bud. I think you're absolutely right.
The difference is this one is such a big, long story, and you've got people that have literally rooted hatred for her because of the monarchy and their love for the monarchy. That's hard to get out of, but it could be a long play where she goes into it. That's why people like when the celebs go on to Jimmy Kimmel and read mean tweets. You know, it's funny. It's amusing.
You can laugh at yourself. Okay, last question. We have about 30 seconds. You'll have to wait for Dax's co-host answer. But you guys talked about you've met everybody. Dax has seen everybody for years working at TMZ. Dax, tell the people one of the few people that would actually make you starstruck.
Oh, I mean, it's someone you can relate to this one, but it's Oprah. Oprah, by far, is the one person I think if I got to meet her, I would be so starstruck. And I've wanted to interview her my entire career, and I haven't had the opportunity. And what makes me so mad is that Adam, my co-host, is like friends with her, and he has interviewed her so many times, and she knows his name, and she stops to talk to him all the time, and I'm so jealous of that relationship.
Well, I've met her a few times too, Dax, not to make you feel bad.
Listen, her and I will probably go and hang out one day, but that day has not come yet.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good week. Thank you, buddy. The great Dax Holt. Hollywood Raw. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. I love messing with him.
Let's make it a good day.
Oh, welcome back, friends. So I've been talking to you this week about my move. I moved out of a condo in downtown Minneapolis into my very first house. I've never had an upstairs like growing up. I had a ranch. My mom and dad had a ranch house. I've never had a basement. I've never had an upstairs. So it's fun because now I kind of have both. Well, let's just say I was excited yesterday. My mom came over to see the house, and we started unpacking. And another part of the move that I wasn't expecting was something that I mentioned on this show yesterday. I'm dubbing it cleaning the cleaning supplies. Now, I told you guys, and anyone in a marriage can relate to this. You guys, sometimes your brainwave doesn't work like your spouse's brainwave. I said that my better half, Colin, as we're trying to unpack 850 million boxes, decided that it was a priority on day one to take cleaning bottles, Windex, Pledge, out of the moving box and clean the cleaning supplies before putting them in the cabinet, and I lost my mind. I had quiet rage. I had to remove myself from the room because that's what I learned in therapy. But then my friend Lisa, who was packing with us, agreed with him. Then my mom comes over last night and she goes, "Colin, don't you let Jason bully you. You are right. You are right." So then I thought, oh, God, I thought I was nuts. Well, I also heard not just from my mom, but I heard from a few of you. You emailed the Jason Show. Sandy in Stillwater, Minnesota emailed us and said, "I have to agree with Colin about wiping down the cleaning supplies. Listen to what Sandy does. I wipe them down with Lysol every time I use them." Sandy, would you like Colin's phone number? Yeah. I get why he did it. I understand now. He's like, I just don't want to put something dirty in these new cabinets.
Sure.
And I understand. But at that moment, I wanted him to concentrate. He wanted to do that. I wanted him to do something a little more important, like unpacking the other 849 boxes. Yeah.
Sure, I get that.
The other thing that I didn't expect. So yesterday, like I said, my mom comes over, and I have 2 dogs. I have a boxer, a year old. They're both puppies. I have a boxer, Milo, and I have a French bulldog. I should have named him Jimmy Dean, because he just looks like a Jimmy Dean sausage with legs. I have a Frenchie puppy, 7 months, named Elliot. So they were at my in-laws. Colin picked them up and brought them to our house for the very first time. Again, our dogs have only known a 1-level condo in the city. So Colin opens... Colin opens the garage door, and the dogs kind of look at me and look around like what's going on, and they start running around the house sniffing everything on the main level. So they're sniffing around, and Milo's jumping on a couch, and okay, this is familiar, and then he's running over, okay, that rug's familiar. So about 15 minutes later, I said I wanted to give the boys a tour, and I go, boys, come on, let's go upstairs. Milo shot right up the stairs. They've never done stairs. Milo shoots right up the stairs. My Frenchie, who's like this big, I'm at the top of the stairs, and I go, Elliot. Audience, I got to get this on camera, and I promise you I will, but let me just describe it. Elliot looked at me like this. He's like, biatch, please. Like, yeah, that is the look he gave me. I started laughing. He just looked at me like, do you really think these little legs are going to traverse these big house stairs? So we had to carry him up. We had to carry him to bed last night. Colin said this morning he did 4 stairs.
I feel like your dogs might be teaching you how to treat them. Just so you know, it's like a toddler. The toddler's not going to, the baby's not going to walk if you carry the baby around, right?
You're probably right.
But if you just keep picking up your legs are so tiny, you can't go up the stairs.
Well,
and then you take that dog up the stairs. That dog is like this. That's right.
That's right. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment.
Princess powers.
I know. They're princesses. I know. What?
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Yeah, let's make it.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, we love a good throwback, especially a song that takes you back to a certain decade. Erin Schwabberini, because she is the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, has a show coming up this weekend all about the ladies of the 80s. She'll tell you about that. Well, actually, really quick before we roll the game, tell the folks if they're local where they can see you.
I'm going to be at Crooners Supper Club, which is in Fridley,
Minnesota.
It's at 7:30 p.m. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat.
It's fine.
Crooners, 7:30 p.m. in Friendly Fridley, right outside of Northeast Minneapolis. And we're doing all music that was made famous by women in the 80s, which is when I
learned your...
Well, I think that the women of the 80s, the music of that time, and especially the women of the early and mid 80s, was like when I created my own opinions on what I liked. And so that music is shaped... Hello, Janet.
Yeah, shaped who, yeah.
Shaped who I am and what I sing and how I sing, so.
Well, and that Erin's show has inspired today's game time. Roll it, Leo. Let's do this. This is an easy game called Name That Tune. That's right, it's easy. I mean, we don't spend a lot of time naming things. Anyway, so all of us are you're going to hear a snippet, a short snippet of a song by a famous female singer from the 80s. And Erin and I have to guess what it is. We will buzz in by just raising our hand, okay?
Also, Erin, we're both very competitive.
We're both very competitive.
We haven't played a game against each other for a long time.
We have not. I hope we don't smack each other.
No,
okay, here we go.
Okay. Wait, how do I buzz in?
You just raise your hand.
80s, okay.
Or just smack me.
Woo!
Okay, here we go. Director Leo, roll the first song. Erin.
And it's Bonnie Tyler. Turn around. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Hello.
Yes, she's right. Bonnie Tyler. By the way, Erin had that hairstyle a couple years ago. That's right. Didn't you, Erin?
Also, lights just shooting out of my ears for no reason whatsoever.
Right. Yep. Okay.
I'm ready.
Leo, roll song number 2.
Look what you don't do me. I'm utterly at your
This isn't a lady.
all of my defenses down.
It's totally automatic. I'm gonna control it. It's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, all my systems are down, 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 down. It's the Pointer Sisters.
Pointer Sisters. Oh. And to
I'm
quote,
so excited. I'm so scared.
to quote another song, she took the long way home. That's right, yeah. Okay, it is 2-0.
All right, come on, Jason.
I know, right? Director Leo, roll the second song. It's third. Oh, Jason, is that Tiffany? Yes. Tiffany! Oh, totally. Oh, no, so, could have been, so? Well, you could have been, yeah. Okay.
That was really good.
By the way, if you didn't know, if you have an epiphany in a mall, it's called an epiphany. Anyway, okay, so.
That was really good.
Okay, ladies of the 80s. There's Leo, roll the next one.
No, I'm panicking now.
It's a fruit?
It's a fruit.
Oh!
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. What is it, Leo? Show us.
Is it salt and pepper? Is it what is it?
Buffalo Stance.
Oh.
Neon cherry. Oh.
Nina cherry.
Nina cherry. Did I say neon cherry?
You did, but I mean. Okay, these are hard.
These are, well, Jeff makes it hard.
Jeff,
okay.
come on.
Here we go. Next. Oh! Tina Turner.
Damn it.
No, not Private Dancer. Better be good to me. Okay,
Better be good to me.
Do we get half a point if we at least know who the artist is? I think we do, yeah. Okay, roll the next one, Leo. Yes!
It ain't no big thing.
That's
Lita
right.
Ford.
Look at her. Erin had that hairstyle too a couple years ago. That's right.
I love Lita Ford. That's all I'm saying.
Do you?
Yes!
Okay.
She was rocking.
Okay, we have one more. Leo, roll the last one.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
I don't have a bloody clue.
That's because Bjorn put these in. He wasn't even alive in the 80s.
I know. Let's see who it is. Who is that? Madonna!
Oh,
how did I not know Madonna? Oh, whatever, floor director Victoria.
What did we do?
I don't. What song is that from Matt?
Wait, can you just play
Physical
it again?
Attraction.
I feel like we
I
should
hate that song. Anyway, yeah. Again, don't miss Erin's show, Lady of the 80s, if you're watching us locally. Or, hey, fly into Minneapolis this Friday at the legendary Crooner Supper Club, eventbrite.com for tickets. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. That was tough. What the hell were they doing?
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back to the show. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Jason Matheson on Instagram and Facebook. You can see pictures of the house. Well, our show airs now, and we're so proud in dozens of cities across the good old U.S. of A. And tune in tomorrow for another big announcement. Ooh. We air across Minnesota, most of Wisconsin, Iowa, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Chicago, Quincy, and Illinois, Detroit, Seattle, my second home. Hello, Orlando, and our Orlando affiliate. I love them all there. And our newest city, and we are doing great there, and we so appreciated the good people of Austin, Texas. Be sure to let your friends in these cities know when and where they can watch. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. We love Austin. We love Quincy, Illinois. I know, where's your snack? Welcome back. We always joke with Erin. Erin comes to everything with snacks. She has like a Nanny McPhee bag full of and I'm not used to seeing you without snacks.
I could not be sadder that I don't just have a snack
behind the behind the couch. There's nothing back here. You do have your whiskey. Yeah, that's right.
It matches the set.
Yeah, I do appreciate you matching the water bottle to the set. Thank you.
I have many Hydro Flasks for many shapes and sizes for many reasons.
That's a whole other show, Erin. Tomorrow, you loved her from The Traitors and Survivor. Carolyn is making her return to the Jason Show. Woo! That is going to be something, let me tell you. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you are watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks to this audience. Thanks to you. Go Twins today.